March to Freedom, day 28. Let's go. Welcome back to Dudes Ascend, where we talk about how to elevate ourselves as men. My name is Hamilton. We are on day 28 of our March to Freedom from Porn 30-day challenge. Today, I'm simply going to be recommending to you 3 YouTube channels that have been helpful to me along my own journey and that are experts in the field and that can be able to help you and give you guided expert assistance in this journey of creating a new lifestyle, a new way of being that is based on freedom and living the kind of life that you really want to live, which is happy, joyful, and free. Before I get into those 3 channels, I want you to go ahead and click the subscribe button to this channel if you are getting assistance from these videos. I've said many times, I'm not an expert. I'm taking this journey right along with you guys and learning as I go and sharing little nuggets of wisdom that I pick up from others and that I find useful for myself. I'm just sharing that with you. If you have found this channel helpful, please do subscribe, comment below, let me know what you're getting out of it, and give a like to the video too. That helps boost my channel and it helps get this content in front of more eyes. And I think the more conversation we have about this out there and we start really normalizing the conversation about what porn actually does to you, what are the effects of this habit, the better off we all are, I think. Let's quit porn together. So let's get into it. The first channel that I want to share with you guys is Dr. Trish Leigh. Trish, T-R-I-S-H, and Leigh is spelled L-E-I-G-H. Dr. Trish Leigh is an expert in neuroscience. She has a great program for like training your brain. She's got this like brain trainer equipment where you put literally like this band with like EKG signals that helps to calm your nervous system, calm your brain. And she's got tons of really useful videos about this topic, about what porn actually does to your brain from an expert perspective, and what are the effects of this massive dopamine flood. I've mentioned some of that briefly in some of my previous videos this month during the March to Freedom from Porn challenge, but Dr. Trish Leigh is a wealth of information on the topic and you will learn a lot. I was recommended her channel by a doctor, naturopathic doctor, who is helping me with this struggle, and he had a bit of similar struggles himself, and he was giving me supplements to help my brain calm itself, but he was like, you got to check out this channel because she really knows her stuff, and it's full of great content, and I will also recommend it to you because it definitely is very helpful. And I've shared it with some friends who were like, wow, her stuff's really good, it's very inspiring and motivating, and it's like those reminders that you need of why taking this difficult journey is worth it, because it's all about healing your brain. It's all about getting to a place where you can be happy, joyful, free in your life, and these are the things that pornography steals from us. So the more we can educate ourselves about that, learn about it, the better off we are, the more motivated we are to take the steps to healing ourselves. The second channel that I'd like to recommend to you guys is Gold Jacket Luke. This guy is actually one of the first YouTubers that I found who was creating content about this topic of quitting pornography. Years ago I found him. He's been in the NoFap game for a long time. NoFap is a community that I have also mentioned a few times, where I think it started out as a Reddit forum with a bunch of guys who were interested in quitting porn, interested in quitting like compulsive masturbation and semen retention, right, and all the benefits that you get from that. And there's a wealth of information on there, and Gold Jacket Luke is someone who realized, like me, that he had a porn problem, wanted to fix it, and started documenting his journey of quitting. And he's had a lot of success with that. He's gone on very long streaks of not only just not watching porn, but also not orgasming, right? Like not masturbating or orgasming at all. And talks in great detail about the benefits of semen retention, the ways that his life has improved, things that were helpful for him. I think what sets him apart from me, and it's similar kind of content, right? But he's someone who's had more success with building these long streaks than I ever have. So I think what is good about his channel is that he's relatable. He understands what it's like to have this addiction. He is very open and honest and vulnerable about sharing, what kind of struggles he had, and how he was able to deal with urges and setbacks and relapses and all those things. And he shares a lot of other really helpful books and tools and speakers and things. A lot of things that I've shared with you guys are things that I picked up from him. One being that Cupid's Poisoned Arrow book that I talked about in one of my videos this month. When I saw one of his videos where he was, really promoting this book and really suggesting it, I was like, man, I want to check that book out. And when I did, it blew my mind. And the information in that book was incredibly helpful. So I am very grateful for guys like him who are sort of like trendsetters, right? Like they're he's one of the first guys that was really willing to put his journey out there and be honest and be vulnerable about it. And he's got some really good stuff. Gold Jacket Luke, check him out. And the last channel that I want to recommend today is Twin Soul Poets. Now, this channel is my wife and I's channel that we do together, and our expertise is helping people to manifest deep, soulful love in their life. My wife and I, her name is Ingrid. We believe that we are twin flames. If you've never heard of twin flames, it's this concept that's kind of like soulmates, but a bit different in that twin flames, there's a deeper sense of like mirroring each other's experience there, almost like you're the same soul kind of thing. And we've always felt this like deep connection. There's a lot of synchronicity in our relationship, in our lives. One just example of that is like she has a dog named Hamilton, a little French bulldog that she named years before meeting me, which was just very weird. When we first started dating, I'm like, her dog's name is Hamilton? And there's just countless things like that have happened in our relationship that are like, it just feels like the universe kind of like giving us signals that we're sort of supposed to be together. But the other aspect of twin flames is that usually there seems to be like a shared mission that you're supposed to do together, and it seems like ours has become helping other people to manifest and attract deep soulful love into their life. Our business, Twin Soul Poets, has sort of taken on a life of its own, and it began with us doing spoken word poetry together. I'm a spoken word poet, and she had tons of notebooks filled with poems, and when we began dating and stuff, we sort of started toying around with the idea of performing poetry together. And eventually we did, and that just like spiraled into more and more performances. We began featuring at a lot of places. We won an award for one of our poems that we do together called The Lovings. And then from there it became like coaching people. Like we started having tons of people ask us like, do you guys do love coaching? Do you guys do relationship coaching? And we were like, maybe we should do this, so we started doing that. And just in the past couple years, it's really grown a lot to the point where our channel we've been able to monetize our Twin Soul Poets channel, and more people have been finding us and getting a lot of inspiration and a lot of upliftment from the content that we put out there about like bringing love into your life, how to align yourself with the kind of love where you can really just be yourself with your partner, totally 100% completely. And we've been coaching people from all over the world, from having clients in India to a lot of clients in the UK, Canada, all over the US, and even like recently someone in Estonia found us. And we've been getting amazing results with our clients there. So, I wanted to share that with you guys as well, because I can tell you that having my wife in my life has been an incredible support for me in this journey of quitting porn, an incredible source of motivation and learning, and a lot of like humbling lessons through our relationship have shown me a lot, with our intimacy and things, how porn has affected me and how it has affected the ways that I can show up as a partner. And sometimes you don't see some of those things as clearly when you're single and when you're by yourself, or you're not as motivated to change when you're like living in your own bubble and you don't have someone who's sort of like relying on you, or to sort of hold up that mirror. I believe intimate relationships are really serve as like a powerful mirror to show you a lot of things about yourself. And I've just grown so much as a person from our relationship. And and that's what we try to help others do, is to find the kind of union that can be a constant and powerful vehicle for like self-transformation and growth and deep and soul level, evolution, really, like just becoming a better person. I think we all deserve to be with someone who makes you really a better person on like all levels, and that's what we help people to do. And I think we've got some really awesome videos on there. And again, that's Twin Soul Poets, and we've got some of our spoken word poetry on there, including the award-winning one. And yeah, so definitely check that out as well. And we do have some videos on there where we talk about navigating a porn addiction in a relationship, where we're talking about it together, and you get to hear hear some of her perspective as someone who is a partner of someone who's dealing with porn addiction, and how that has affected her, and how she tries to be supportive, and what are ways that you can best support your partner through that, all kinds of things. So I think those are really, really good conversations to see, because I think if sometimes there's this illusion that we can have as men, and I know I thought this a lot when I was single, that like, oh, this porn thing is something that I can easily put away and put down once I'm like in a relationship, once I'm have a girlfriend or a wife, and I'm able to just have sex regularly and stuff, then it won't be an issue of me like quitting. But it is an issue. And if you have formed a habit of like addiction to this thing over years and years and years, it's not gonna just go away like that at the snap of fingers. It's gonna take probably years, or at least some time, and real time and effort, to unravel that. And it's gonna follow you into any relationship that you enter into. It's really kind of a different drug. It's not just the same like high or stimulation that you get from sex. It's very different from porn. Like, they're totally not the same thing. And that's another thing that you start to realize when you enter into a relationship. And the last thing in the world that you want to have happen is to really start to begin to fall in love with someone, and have someone enter into your life that you feel just blessed by, and you want to make it work with them, and then you have this monkey on your back of a porn addiction that is like sort of getting in the way and causing issues, and potentially like ruining that relationship. Like, you don't want to have that happen. So starting your recovery journey now, if you are single, before you get to that point, is really, really important. our videos are all about, most of them are geared towards single people who are wanting to find love in their life, and how can you prepare and get ready for that. And so, I think it could be really helpful. So check it out. So those are my 3 suggested channels today. Again, I'm not an expert, but I think these three channels, you'll find some real expertise that can help you on this journey to recovery, help you on your march to freedom from porn. And so check them out: Dr. Trish Lee, Gold Jacket Luke, and Twin Soul Poets. And I'm wishing you guys so much love and encouragement on your journeys to happy, joyous freedom in your life. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time on day 29. We only have a couple days left, my dudes. Let's finish this strong. Peace.